Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to talk a little bit about card protectors, and more specifically we'll be talking about the Malko protector. You can get these on Amazon. I think right now they're about $15 for 10 protectors. And these are probably a little bit different than what most of you are used to. If you're familiar with the RLC, they usually send their cars out in these clamshells with the bubble, kind of in the shape of the card that you get usually. These Malco protectors end up being more in the shape of a rectangle, I will say. And there's good and bad to that, but I like it, especially for the way that I store cars. It helps because they're easier to stack. Does take up a little more room, but I've found even with the other types of protectors, they still just don't. I have a hard time kind of compacting them when I'm trying to store them. So these help me out in that, and I also think that they display a little bit better because a lot of the other protectors will do what a Hot Wheels package does and lean forward, and you can kind of do away with that with these. So if you want to store them, you can just set them. I need to straighten that one out a little bit, but you see what I'm saying. You can set it straight up and down, be looking at it, not have to do anything extra to it. So recently picked up this Mercedes-Benz 300 SL on the pegs at Walmart, and we got this 68 Copo Camaro, both super treasure hunts. I got that out of the last black box that I got, so I figure I'd just do a quick walkthrough here. Now, if you're just kind of getting into collecting Hot Wheels, most people, when they get a super treasure hunt or something that's a little more valuable, they'll put it in a protector. And usually if you're buying them secondary market, maybe eBay doesn't do this, but a lot of times if you're buying it off an individual, if they have some type of chase car or a super treasure hunt, a lot of times they'll buy a protector, ship it in a protector. That's usually what I do as well. So I've not put these in any yet. Take a look real quick at just the way that a clamshell is usually made. So this is one from Hot Wheels. Of course, it's for the Elite 64, so it's a little bit bigger, but just kind of opens in the bottom, clamps. Some of these you need to watch. I think most people are buying them in bulk. Sterling's very, very popular. Can't really think of any other brand name that's probably as popular as those right now. I know there's a few individuals. I think Million Plastics makes some. So there's a lot of options out there. These can be very pricey, so it kind of depends on what you're wanting, what you're going for. I know, I can't remember if Koval makes any cases for this or if they're all display cases, but you may want to check those out as well. But either way, this is just a basic clamshell type of case. These open from the bottom. And when I was looking at it, I've had some that close from the side, but I don't have any with me. This would be an example of one on a more just regular sized car. And these are actually really two of the only ones I have that are in regular. I don't have anything different really than these two. So, but they'll have the same basic premise. The only thing I'd say to watch out for is look at the reviews, because some of these clamshell holders will bend the card a little bit when you close them, or pinch it, make little tears in it. So look at the reviews, see if there's any of that. Normally if it's a good protector, it's probably going to have good reviews, but some people may not notice that. So just kind of skim through them and see, or ask on a group, something like that. But I've had good luck out of Sterling protectors. And one neat idea that I had seen, I don't have any right now, but just kind of throw this out here too. Some people will take the chase cars from the mystery models and buy a protector like this, put the chase car just in there, and then take the wrapper for the mystery model, put it back here, and you can put the sticker up there too to show what it is. I've done it before, pretty cool idea. Actually, I had several of them like that, and I ended up needing some protectors to ship some stuff out in. So I kind of stole those, and I've not replaced them yet. But pretty neat idea. I like it. It's a good way to display, and you can't really do that as well with this. You probably could like tape the package to the back of it or something to keep it in place, but that's probably the downside if you want to do something like that. Now I will say, when I first got these are kind of a little bit difficult to put together, I guess. Not awful, but just, they don't just snap right together. But let's see, where's it at? So you can see there's a divide right here on this piece that's inside. You can actually bend that flap down, or bend those flaps down, and here's a bigger one. You can bend those and hold the card in place. So I think actually what you would normally do is put the bottom of the card down here and then flap this big flap down, and it would actually go in front of the card, making like a little space filler, and kind of hold the card in place so it's not flopping back and forth. I normally don't do that. I could see that very quickly scratching a card. But if you're going to set it on a shelf, not really, move it, probably not a big deal. Would probably work pretty good. So I do have a new one here. Oh, where'd it go? Here it is. So they come in, like I said, a pack of 10. I'm not sure if they sell any bigger packs or not, but that's what I got, was a pack of 10. They are completely covered in plastic. Actually, looks like I may have taken some off of this one before. Just kind of give you an idea of how assembly goes on these. The last pack I bought, I've had several. I somehow end up with extra ones when I buy lots of cars here and there. And I usually end up those if I'm selling some old like chases or supers I really don't want, not interested in. So those usually move through pretty quickly. But these are the ones I prefer to use. And although when I get, like, say, the Sterlings or another brand of protector, they usually come just open, bent in the middle, and then you just put the car in it and close it. So pretty simple. So see here, I'm about to rush through it because I've done it so much, but they're laying flat. You just kind of bend it up and make the rectangle shape out of it. And you got to be a little bit forceful with these. These are pretty stiff, right? So you shape them. Alright, like I said, the bottom I would normally consider, and this may not be the way they recommend it, but this is the way I do it. You got 2 tabs here you push in. On the bottom and top. I would consider this the bottom because it's got the 2 shorter tabs. You could probably use it up top as well. It may not really matter. You got your little locking tab here. You kind of pull down. You bend up like that. Also have to kind of bend the end of this top. Now once you do this, it stays in place really good. That's one good thing about it being stiff. So it kind of just folds up like a kind of like a shipping box, or at least some shipping boxes that I've used. You got a little slot here where this locking tab goes in. I hope the camera's picking that up good. I know it's hard because it's clear. But that would be what I would say is the bottom. All right. Got the top here. Of course, I'll pull these back up. Go ahead and bend this top flap. Get it ready to go. See how it goes. That little piece of plastic's just hanging around. Alright, so you kind of see how that is there. Put the Camaro in here. Slides down. Sometimes they'll get caught down at the bottom if you don't put them in the right way. Actually, I put that one in backwards, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Been a while since I put one in one of these, so just kind of slide it down. Sometimes you'll have to lean it forward to get the card not to get hooked on that bottom flap, but not really a big deal. Let it lay back there. So let's see if I can get this here. So if you wanted to hold the card in place, what I would do is just go ahead and bend this before I stick it in there. See, you're just making an L shape out of that, putting it in there, and the card's not really going to move. You can see I'm rocking it back and forth, not going anywhere. That's holding it back. I prefer not to do that. You know, if you're going to be shipping one, and that's the thing, these really aren't the best to ship in. If you do, buy some shipping peanuts or something to fill that space so this car ain't like rocking around all over the place. You'll really get some soft corners, maybe do some damage, because this thing doesn't hold them like super tight up and down. It lets them move a little bit. But either way, looks really nice when it's done. Like I said, you could put that flap down, set these on a shelf, display them. I like the fact that you can stack them, right? And so it's something different, something a lot of you may have seen on Amazon, may not really like the design of, and I kind of get that, especially if you're used to the regular clamshells. But I bought these, and for one thing, I think they were at the time cheaper than a lot of the other ones that I'd seen. So I thought I'd give them a try. Malko makes a lot of different collectible protective items. I know I'm familiar with them from like comic books and cards, but I think this is a really good product. This is not a paid promotion or anything. It's just something I use and something I've not seen a lot. So thought I might help get the word out there. Maybe it's something that you're interested in. So let me know in the comments, guys. What's your favorite protector? Have you tried these? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Do you have any tips and tricks for using protectors? Guys, I'd like to just hear your thoughts and opinions. If you like what we're doing, give us a like and a subscribe if you don't mind. If you know somebody that might find this useful, share this channel out. I'll try to leave some links in the description to at least this product here, and maybe probably some end cards with some different videos here, and maybe a playlist. But either way, hope everybody's having a good weekend, and happy hunting, y'all.